Okay, number 14. How to prepare to engage people in response to emergency situations, earthquakes, floods, so forth.
Situații de urgență, cu
Thank you very
tremure,
much, Noel.
inundații și așa mai departe.
Please,
Mulțumesc,
next
Noel.
slide. We
Următorul slide.
identified
Am
the
identificat
problems in
problema.
Romania. First
În
one,
România,
we
primul
have
rând,
no
nu avem
preparedness
nicio
for
pregătire
disasters.
pentru
We have a
dezastre
lack of knowledge
naționale.
what to
Avem o lipsă
do
de
if
cunoștințe.
something
Ce să facem
is
în
going
caz
to
de
happen. Lack of information
lipsă
about
de
disaster
informații
and
referitor la
reduced speed of
dezastrele
response,
naționale
reduced
și,
human resource coordination. Next slide,
timpul de
please.
răspuns foarte redus și
The
coordonare,
need before
lipsă de
emergency,
coordonare, nevoia înainte de
we need to
urgență.
know the
Trebuie să
risks
știm
in
care sunt
communities,
riscurile
early
în
warning for
comunități,
emergency situations, no
avertismente
sources of
timpurii
alternative
pentru
energy,
situații de
resources
urgență,
for
să
energy.
cunoască
We are
sursele
talking about
alternative
low-tech
de energie și
technologies
resurse de
like
urgență. Vorbim de tehnologii low-tech, cum
diesel-based
ar fi
turbines for
turbine pe bază
providing
de
energies
diesel, de
for
motorină,
sustainable
care oferă
for
energie
sustainable growth
curent
within the communities.
în cadrul
Also,
comunităților
during
pentru
the
creștere
emergency,
sustenabilă.
which is the
În
middle
timpul urgenței,
sequential process, it
segmentul
represents
de mijloc al
the alert
procesului
of the people,
reprezintă
inform the
alertarea
potential helpers
oamenilor,
about disaster,
informația
reach the people in
potențialilor
disaster,
ajutători
and
în
the
caz de
third
referitor
phase
la
is
dezastru,
about
să
response.
ajungem
In
la
mobilizing people
persoanele
for
în
response,
cadrul
in
evenimentului,
supplying
catastrofei și, pe urmă,
health
răspunsul,
services,
mobilizarea persoanelor
food supplies,
responsabili pentru
and
servicii de
evacuation
sănătate,
in a case
alimente
of
și
disaster.
evacuare
Next
în
slide,
caz
please.
de dezastru.
First solution is
prima
crowdsourcing
soluție,
platform
platforma
providing
crowdsourcing,
for collecting
care
information
oferă
about
sau
potential
își
hazards and
referitoare
emergency
la
situation,
potențiale
providing
riscuri
mapping
și
for those
situații
who
de
need
urgență,
help and want to
oferirea
help,
hărților
mapping
pentru cei
solution
care
for
au nevoie
emergency
de,
situations, early
ajutor
warning
sau
systems,
doresc să ajute,
and mobile
soluții de
applications
mapping pentru
that
situații
can
de
collect
urgență și sisteme de
information
alertare
and distribute
timpurii,
information
aplicații
about
mobile,
emergency.
mobile care
And
pot
the
culege
third one
informații și
is based on mobile SMS campaign to collect information about emergency distribution of alerts and engaging communities in a response SMS-based alert system. Next slide, please. The second solution is represented by the implementing of social media campaign, by development of community of response, engagement in emergency situation, and alternative platforms for communications in emergency situations. And we can use here radios to reach remote communities, shortwave radios that can be enabled manually without using any source of alternative energy. And the third process is based on training about how to use tech tools for emergency warning and emergency response. Next slide, please. I'm glad that I also using an entertaining tone so that can we all can be more joyfully and to break this monotony. And existing solution or relevant links are the online useful tools described here in the presentation, like Frontline, Facebook, Mapbox, Ushahidi, online and traditional media that can be engaged, like tools for building professional social network, task force development of dedicated website, geolocation, gamification to engage youth, to use the specific programs to train youth about the possibility of disasters and in a more non-formal way. Like engaging in programs like Boy Scouting or something like that, as an example. Well, next slide, please. Well, follow-on actions. Well, it is about create an initiative group. The first step in doing this is to create an initiative group like NGOs and tech companies, telecom companies, and national authorities, national and local authorities. Research positive case studies to inspire communities, quality and quantitative research on disasters, partnerships, national, local, and the fundraising and project implementation is crucial on this one. Next slide, please. Thank you.
Și în final vă mulțumesc.